Hey guys, this is Inkarza. I haven't done a video like this in a couple weeks. Eli's over there snoring in the corner. I wanted to discuss relationships, and I have a relationship story I need to go in depth in. Not today, though. That's for another day. Probably a day where I'm gonna sit in my car driving for an hour, and I'll tell the story of how I met Ryan, but and how that shit show went down. But right now I just want to talk about my current situation and how kind of lonely I feel. I'm currently living in rural Montana. There is nothing here. My graduating class of 64 was more people than live in the current city or town that I'm in right now. It's insane how small it is. Everything's spread out, and everyone is old ranchers. Like, everyone is between 40 and 60 years old. It's weird. It's insane. If you guys have listened to my vent videos, you'll probably know that I like men. I like women too, but more so men. And if you watched my gay dating scene video, you'll know my grievances with the gay dating scene and how I think it's more. There's not many people in the gay dating scene that actually are looking for a relationship. Fun little tidbit of information I was able to find, though, is that the relationships that tend to have the highest success rate in terms of not getting divorced is gay relationships. They are the most likely to get divorced, from what I recall, are lesbian relationships, then straight relationships, and then gay relationships have the highest success rate. That's kind of cool. But that's off track. Right now it is completely optional. Like, I can go online right now, meet a cool guy, and try to start a relationship with them. That is an option that I have at any given time. But I have my life planned out for the next year. 2 years. I'm gonna spend the rest of this year working, saving money for college, and then next year I'm moving to Minnesota for college for a year. I have my life planned, and I can't get into a relationship in part because that life is planned. If I make ties here in Montana, I have to leave those, and of course there's no way in hell that I'm getting a relationship here. Not even friendships, really, because there's so few people my age. But if I start something here, then it's gonna just get cut because I have to go to Minnesota next year. And if I start something in Minnesota, I might have to cut it because the market for instrument technicians in Minnesota is saturated. Extremely saturated. Hello, kitty. I don't know if you can see her. She's standing there. But yeah. So I'd have to move elsewhere, and it's just incredibly frustrating. And so I can't get into a relationship here. I can't get into a relationship when I go to college. And I just feel lonely. That's the worst part. I feel really lonely. Really, really lonely. And there's nothing I can do about it. Because I know that what's best is that I don't get into a relationship. Because it's just gonna fall apart. I don't know. Just kind of wanted to talk about this. Yeah. I'm just kind of stuck in a pickle at this point. There's nothing I can do. It frustrates me to no end that I'm just powerless in this situation. There's nothing I can do about it to help myself feel any better about it. Anyway, it's late. I need to go to sleep because I have to go to church in the morning. Good night, guys.